All right, market futures are up this morning. This after President Trump backed off a new threat of 50% tariffs on the EU, which he made after pulling back on a threat of reciprocal tariffs that he made on the EU, which he first made on Liberation Day. So he threatened them, he backed off, he re-threatened them, and he backed off, if you're keeping score at home right now. So how clear do voters think the president is on the issue of tariffs? One man has the answer. CNN chief data analyst Harry Enton. Crystal clear, Harry, right?
I got to admit, while you were reading that back, I was confused, and I'm supposed to know this stuff. And you know what, Johnny B? The voters, they are confused too. Trump, a clear plan for tariffs and trade. The majority answer here is no. Donald Trump does not have a clear plan for tariffs and trade. This is the one thing that perturbs voters and the markets more than anything else. It's not whether or not you put tariffs on or not. It's whether you are going to actually do it and stick to your guns. The American public does not believe that Donald Trump sticks to his guns. 55% say no, he does not have a clear plan for trades and tariffs. And I will note, of course, the center of the electorate, the all-important independent vote, 64% of independents say no. Donald Trump does not have a clear plan for trade and tariffs. And I will note that this no number has been creeping up, according to CBS News YouGov. So as Donald Trump's presidency go on, the American people think he's becoming less clear over time.
Harry, if only there were a way to measure the level of uncertainty that people feel.
Yeah, if only there were a way. It turns out there is a way. Okay, trade policy uncertainty index. Get this, compare now to last year at this time. The trade uncertainty, trade policy uncertainty index through the roof, up 846% versus a year ago. They have been looking at this index going all the way back. You go all the way back to 1960. It is higher now than in any month prior to 2025. We just are consistently breaking records this year, whereby it seems the further along we go, the more uncertainty there is in terms of the trade policy in this country. So the voters are thinking one thing, and the reason that they are thinking one thing, that is that Donald Trump does not have a clear plan for trade and tariffs, is because, simply put, it doesn't seem, at least according to this metric, that he does. So everything is kind of matching up here, whereby the voters are agreeing with what the anecdotes are saying, which is what the actual policy is. That is, there is tremendous uncertainty.
846% is usually outside the margin of error. Just saying.
Just a little bit.
All right. So I mentioned that the president backed off his most recent threat of 50% tariffs on the EU. Frankly, I've lost track of where he is on the tariffs he threatened on Apple.
Yeah.
But picking on Apple and the EU, which he did in one single day last week, it was Friday. What's special about those particular targets?
Yeah, I think the thing that's going on here is that Donald Trump is picking on folks who are very important in terms of the American economy. What are we talking about? Well, what is number one in America? What's the number one smartphone in America? It is the iPhone. 155 million active units alone. It's the number one smartphone in America. How about what's the number one trade partner to the United States of America? It's the European Union. 4.9% of U.S. GDP in 2024 is because of the trade with the European Union. So when Donald Trump is threatening these two companies, Apple, and then, of course, not the European Union is not a company, but these two entities, what's essentially going on is he is threatening the U.S. economy, and that is why we've seen the markets do a little bit of this.
Keep going. All right, good. That made coming in today worthwhile. Harry Enton, thank you very much for all of that. Kate?
You totally read my mind. I was like, how long?